Hello. Uh, Want to say hello, Megan. Um, I watched a few interviews with you. Get an interview by the guy from CNN and some other stuff. Well, I've been following along. And I know that people make videos and then they get, messed with, and they make the people have mean faces and stuff like that. So if you make a video and it gets transformed or whatever, just know I know. So don't feel bad or anything like that. Pretty much every video is a scorch. Every video that's made has some kind of scorch in it. They're just real complicated. So I know that. So I know every time I look at a video that I'm getting scorched. Every single video. But they're just complicated. And it's a shame. It's a shame these people still get to control the internet and turn everything to dirt. Is there anybody that can put a stop to that? These people controlling the internet and turning everything into a disgrace. I don't know. I don't know. But I found out you're divorced, huh? I flirt with you, Megan, but who's to know if I'll ever get back to where you are. I can't be in your world. I can't be in your timeline because nobody ever comes here. My mother comes here, but my mother came here, but she could have been murdered. My mother, both my parents could have been murdered and then switched to another timeline. Uh, I could be, like down south, and so when my mother left her house, the police just pulled her over, hypnotized her, and then brought her down south, and then let her go, and she just doesn't know she's down south. I don't know. There's things that could have happened that way. How she could have got here, and I'm still not in your world. You understand? I know I said I was gonna make a video for you last night, but that terrible stuff I found out, it was pretty. It was pretty. I was pretty upset, last night about the information about the fibers and all that. To me, that was very upsetting, because I wasn't very aware of that. Well, uh, the Lord came to see me this afternoon, and it's not really funny. Like, I mean, to the Lord to me is Lucifer. He's the Lord. We're not the same person. Not the same spirit. We're related. We've lived lives together, but we're not the same person, you know. Understand? He's incarnated. I don't know what timeline, you know, well, he's existing in timelines, you know, but he also is in spiritual form, you know. His higher self is Lucifer is real, okay? Don't let anybody tell you he's not real. He's real. So his higher self is omnipresent, you know. Just like mine. When people invoke Satan, when they invoke me, they're not invoking my consciousness, the consciousness that I'm aware of in the now. I'm not, you know, they're not invoking me. People do drag me into the astral realms. I do have, you know, asked a lot of astral realm experiences and communications, you know. But when people invoke Satan or evoke Satan, they're getting a portion of my omnipresent higher self, or a fraction of my higher self. All right. So if someone invokes Vishnu, which is another fragment of my higher self, they're gonna get, like someone who invokes Satan would get Satan, and someone who invokes Vishnu would get Vishnu. It's like a fraction of the same spirit, but it appears to that person the way they expected it to appear. You understand? And even that's not always true, because I can appear any way I feel like, you know. So, so the Lord came, and this is what happened. I want to tell you. He came, and I was sleeping, and I became aware, and I was laying on my bed, and I was working on the phone, you know, posting and stuff, and it was all dark, and I was on the phone. I wasn't talking on the phone. I was working on the phone, and then something grabbed my arm. I said, I couldn't pull it back. What the heck? And then someone was pulling on the phone, you know. And then so the camera on the phone came on. And I looked. I saw somebody, you know, there. I'm not going to describe what I saw. But I saw somebody, and I didn't know who it was, you know. So I'm looking through the camera, and I'm seeing the person, you know, like through night vision. You know, camera had like night vision or something. And I was looking, I see the person, I went like this, you know, to see if I could touch the person. This really happened. And then they grabbed my other hand. And then I freaked out. And then we started fighting, you know. And it wasn't going good for the other person, you know. But I'm not trying to disrespect him or anything, you know, obviously. But we were just fighting, tussling, you know. And I'm big, you know, I'm a big person. So I think my weight, you know, had a little, it's like I had a little advantage because of my weight or something, you know. And I asked saying, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And then he told me who he was, you know. And he turned into a different form, you know, a form that I recognized, because I, you know, I had a lot of communication with him. But the other form he was in, I didn't recognize who it was, and and then immediately, as soon as I knew it was him, I grabbed him and hugged him. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I felt terrible." And then I woke up. I woke up. And then since that time, I had a little communication with him, and he understands. So we're all right. Um, and I know that when he grabbed me, he wasn't. It wasn't in a malicious manner, like he was trying to hurt me. It was uh, like he was trying to protect himself. I think because he senses how upset I am, how upset I am, and how I feel how I feel. That's what happened to me today. So, but I don't. Yeah, that's what happened. But anyways, so I want to make a little video to you to say hello, and I wanted to say that any threats that are held over your head, or any immediate people, uh, especially women. Okay, let me focus on women. I don't want to see any of you get hurt. And along the way, I've developed some, you know, compassion and, some caring feelings for a lot of you. I know I said a lot of really bad things, but I got a lot of concern for you, Megan, and the other girls, all the Fox girls and all the news people. I got a lot of concern for you, and I'm concerned for you. I'm concerned, but I know a lot of stuff too. I'm not gonna say, but I've said a lot of stuff in the past about what precautions I believe you're taking, for your safety. So I believe that you've insulated yourselves pretty well at this point, but I'm still concerned. If you are an underground city, uh, those places are. I'm sure some of the underground cities have some. Some of those places might not actually be that safe. I mean, every city's got a ghetto. Obviously, it's all elite people there, but still, I'm sure there's clubs there. There's probably tons of drugs there. So that means if there's drugs there, that means that there's competition, among drug dealers. And what's that breed? Well, competition breeds violence. So that's just one, aspect of it. But anytime there's competition as far as anything goes, it's going to breed animosity. So I believe that even some of the underground cities might have some places that are not so safe. And there's probably, murders there, and there's probably, I'm sure there's police there. I never been to one. I've seen them. I know where they are, but I've never been in one. And I would not be interested in going in one because I don't believe that. I believe that at some point, some of the people that are in there are going to get locked in there and might not be able to get out. You know, I'm not trying to scare you, but something to think about. There's other planets. There's other planets, but if the planet is within the Saturn matrix, then it's subject to anything that's going to happen to us, the vortex. I might actually be in another spaceship, but I could be the Dark Knight guy for all this. That thing flying around Dark Knight, that could be me in there. I don't know. Possible. Or my body could be in there, or who knows? I don't know. I'm a little confused because nobody ever comes here looking for me. And I have a hard time believing that all these people that are aware of me, none of them want to talk to me or meet me or, help me out or anything. It seems illogical, to me. I can't get in a car and drive to Washington and try to talk to Obama, or I can't get in a car and go to Hollywood. I don't have a car. If I could get to Hollywood, then maybe I'd find people that are aware of me, elite people, that I could actually talk to, face to face, instead of just this illusion. So I must be in an adjacent timeline because nobody here knows who I am. Nobody ever says to me, "Hey, are you Satan?" or nothing. Nothing. Nobody knows who I am. I'm not aware of anybody that knows who I am here, Nobody. After I got shot and when I was in Hartford, I believe some people were aware of who I was. But then again, the thing happened there when I built my little shelter behind Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then people put drugs in my food, and I got real sick, and I was real messed up there for a while. I could have died again then, and then been put in another timeline. You understand? And that's why none of my people can come here and find me, because I've been switched again. You understand? It's confusing, That's what they want. They want me to be confused. I'm not that confused, but that's one thing I'm gonna start focusing on is gaining the ability to switch timelines at will. That's what I really need to do. And it's the same thing as going to astral realms. It's not that different, It's very similar, and it's very similar to if you want to see fairies or elves or nature spirits or brownies or anything of this nature. All you have to do is match your emanations, which is basically frequency. You have to match, the frequency. It's the same thing, timelines, astral realms, and seeing nature spirits, or even reptilians or grays or anything of this nature. All you have to do is match the frequency that you're of your awareness to whatever frequency they're existing in. It's that simple, really all it is. You know, it sounds simple, but it's not that I think that I'm debilitated because I got shot in the head, you know. Even though I might have died and switched timelines and everything else, I'm obviously still in the same body because I look the same, you know. So I'm not in a different body. I look the same. So that means I'm still suffering from everything I've been through somehow. But I wanted to say that I'm concerned for y'all and care about you, you know. And I know I flirt with you, Megan, and all that, but you know, you should have no trouble finding a man. I mean, you're super hot, you know, super hot. You said you were heavy. You were heavy. You're so nice and thin now. Well, I know that you people get access to pills that make you thin and all that. There's pills that people take. They don't even have to work out or nothing. They get muscles and they get thin. They melt all the fat off their body. They don't even do any exercise. I know. I'm not saying that you're taking the pills, but you're probably not. I don't. You know you appear to me to be um, have a lot of fortitude and so you probably go to a gym every day. I would imagine. I can see you going to a gym every day before work. Get up early, go to a gym, go to work, and then go home, go to bed early. You're probably a vegetarian or you're on a macrobiotic diet and try to stay healthy. I would imagine. I mean, your hair looks really healthy. You know, hair and teeth. You want to know if someone's real healthy? You look at their hair and their teeth and their nails, and that's how you know the person's healthier. You know how healthy they are. You know, so you have beautiful teeth and beautiful hair. So your hair looks healthy, so most likely you're healthy. You know. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll let you go, Megan. I just want you, know that I care about you and all the news people too. You know, I know you're all under a lot of threats and everything. So my focus is to remove the threats from you. You know, that should be the focus. And there's nothing else I can say besides I'm willing to humble myself before any enemy to bring peace and prosperity. So that encompasses everything. You know, nobody's gonna sway my opinion about anything, but willing to come to some sort of compromise. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. So that's probably why I got in trouble with my people a couple of times because I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. And being a white boy in the hood, well, I still could have been a leader, but I was kind of messed up there. So I wasn't really myself. Plus, I was still focusing on my spiritual studies, while I was there. But if I was, sober and clean, and I would have, rose up a little bit there. I would have probably ended up in some position. Not like I really wanted a position, but if they say you got a position, I'm not gonna say no. now the only position I would want would be spiritual advisor, because that's all I would have time for. You know, I wouldn't have time for much else, but of course, I'd be there if I was needed. I don't expect my people to help me because we don't have resources to do that. They don't have resources, but I believe they did come looking for me, though. I believe they actually came all the way to Tennessee and they couldn't find me. Like I said, because what happened in Kentucky Fried Chicken, behind Kentucky Fried Chicken, what happened at Wendy's, I went to Wendy's, they put something in my food, and then I could have died again, because then they came and tore down my shit, and stole all my stuff. So it's like they're trying to erase any evidence of me being there. So why would someone go to all that trouble? Well, it stands to reason that if they killed me again, they would want to erase all evidence that I was there, and that's what they did, so it seems a logical assumption that I did die again, Like I said, there's no death, you just wake up in another timeline. Unless someone intentionally makes sure that your body is destroyed and then, they harvest your organs or whatever, and then, or transmigrate your soul into another body or clone body or reincarnate you or, See, my spirit is not, it does not have the same structure as everyone else because I was exclusively created. So I probably don't get sucked up by the yellow box machine like everyone else, And it's not everyone else. If you're a Satanist or you're a devoted devotee of Hare Krishna or Vishnu, Vishnu devotee, or you're a devoted devotee of Islam or Jah or any of my fragments, of my spirit or Lucifer spirit or of our hierarchy, if you're well known among our hierarchy of spirits, 72 spirits, then I believe you're protected when you die, You don't get sucked up by a yellow box machine. As soon as you die, our demons or whatever, our helpers, they come and collect your spirit, Like we always, if you're a real Satanist, you have a guardian demon. I got a guardian demon. I got tons of guardians here right now. I just can't see them. I don't believe they want me to see them because they're real scary looking. But they're here. They're always around. I talk to them, I know they're there, It's like people talk to angels while I talk to my guardians, Plus, I know people are listening. I don't know how they're listening, but people are listening because we are in a hijacked reality. So basically, if you hijack if you consume a whole bunch of people's spirits and you put them inside of a computer program, then you can watch them whenever you want. That's what the people are doing. That's how this Mandela effect is being. They could change whatever they want. They could listen to anybody they want. They could look at anybody they want. They have all these capabilities, That's like when I'm watching a video and the people are like this and they're looking down and they're looking up, they're looking down. What do you think they're looking at? They're looking at the screen that is showing me. That's why they get all excited, like, oh my God, he's watching. I know what's going on. How do the people have access? Because those people are our enemy. That's the same people that imprisoned us. Spatial termite people, hybrid people.